Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Daniel G. Garza, the Car Divo. Welcome to Breakfast with the Comadres. I hope you have your coffee ready, your breakfast, whatever it is that you're eating this morning. If you're watching this on TikTok, you're welcome to join in the conversation, be part of the show, uh, get some cards reads maybe. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you're watching it on replay. So why don't you do me a favor, scroll on down, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and be notified whenever a new show comes up. And if you want to ask a question on YouTube, you can still ask it and I'll answer it. I'll send you a private video with a message for you. How are you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the show. Getting my coffee ready, getting my oatmeal ready. My cards are ready. Clean out my counter. I woke up a little, not anxiety, sometimes you wake up with like bad anxiety, right? Sometimes we wake up and our anxiety is kind of like, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Today I kind of woke up with this oh, there's my oatmeal. Today I woke up with an energy like things are good, like let's work on some projects today, let's get some things coordinated. Like that, my energy is not hyper like it usually is in the shower. Sometimes I get in the shower and it's kind of like, oh, what do I have to do today? But I think because I don't have a lot of things on my calendar and I finished a lot of stuff yesterday. I pushed a little bit extra yesterday and managed to finish like most of the most important things on my to-do list so that today I could just kind of like breathe a little. And so shower time, my meditation time, I meditate and pray in the shower, kind of like a double body cleanse and energy cleanse kind of thing. But as I got out of the shower, I was like, things are better. Things are okay. Things are okay. So this is the t-shirt for today. We'll burn sage and bridges if I need to. So I will burn you down if I have to. Let me get my oatmeal. Give me just a second. I'm really hungry this morning too for some reason. There we go. How are you doing? Good morning. Let me get my coffee ready. What are y'all having? Where are you in the world? A friend of mine says that all the time. Eric. Good morning, beautiful people, wherever you are in the world. I'm not going to steal his line, but that's his line on his Instagram videos. But where are y'all? How are you doing this morning? Where are you? Where are you calling from? Caller, where are you calling from? Las Vegas. Oh, that's beautiful, Las Vegas. You guys are burning up, right? I'm in Laguna Beach. California. And we're kind of going through a heat wave too, but we get affected a lot by, I feel like we get affected by like the northern heat and things coming from the east. So we're in a little heat wave right now. Yesterday, I think yesterday I had a little bit of a, what do they call them? Not a heat stroke, but you know what I mean. Like I felt I got a little overheated yesterday, which is really weird. I normally don't do that, but I've been drinking a lot of water, getting that together. Let me taste my oatmeal, make sure it's good. Now, if you're new to the show, oh my God, 118, Jesus. If you're new to the show, first of all, thank you for watching. I know there's a lot of other TikTokers you can be watching and you're spending a little time with me, so I appreciate that. Second, I'm the Card Depot. I do card readings. I'm an energy worker. I'm a Reiki master, workshops. So if you're ever interested, that's part of my work. Good morning, sweetie. So if you are new to the show and you want me to pull some cards for you, here's how we play. Make sure that you put in your name and a number from 1 to 9, not 1 and 9, a number from 1 to 9. And the first person to do it's the first person to get read. If you wait, the next person, when you hear me say oatmeal break, that's the cue word for you to put in your name and number again. First person to put it in gets read. So it's really a lottery. It's all up to you. Whoever's the quickest gets read first. So you want to get started? Oatmeal break. Let's see who goes first. Hot. I just made a mess in my kitchen. Emily, good morning, Emily. Emily, have you been here before? Your name looks, your thumbnail looks familiar. Have you been to the show before? Now, my suggestion is stick around, because even if the cards aren't for you, the message might be there for you too. A lot of times, folks who are not getting pulled for it will listen and be like, oh, wait a minute, that falls on me too. Well, sometimes it does. Happy morning. Happy morning. I like that. Happy morning. Feliz día a todos. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos al programa. Now, people ask me also, why the number? Why the number? The number is because technically Emily is pulling her own cards. So whenever I pull for Emily, that way you know that this is for you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th card is for Emily. Some other things that happen on the show often is that cards repeat. So sometimes the card that comes up in the beginning will make an appearance again throughout the show, even when I shuffle the cards. This is because there's always a general message for everybody. So even if you're not being read, the message, again, might be there for you. If you miss anything I say, because I tend to talk really fast sometimes, don't worry. This goes on YouTube. So as soon as we're done, later in the day, I will post this on YouTube. You can check it out there. So anything you miss, any information you want to come back and look at, anything you want to, if you want to validate anything I said, go to YouTube and just comment on there and tell me, hey, good job today. I'll be like, yay, thank you. I'm going to go get some tacos. What's up? Okay. Can we stop and talk about the first sip of coffee in the morning? Just that first sip, like it's hot and it's just the way you want it. And it's like, the best part of waking up is coffee in your morning. All right, Emily. All right, sweetie. So you're definitely coming into your strength right now. I feel like this is a little bit like, what? Everybody's coming into their strength. No, but I feel like you're really coming into your spiritual strength. I feel like the praying, manifesting, the visualizations, whatever it is, meditation, whatever it is you're doing to bring you centered. This could be like, for everybody watching, meditation, yes, there is the traditional style of meditation where you sit silently and just blank. Can everybody do that? No, not everybody is capable of sitting there for 5, 10, 30 minutes, an hour, and just not be and disconnect completely. I've learned over my years of practicing that not everybody's capable to do that. I'm not able to do a 30-minute. I've accomplished up to 20 minutes of just sitting there doing nothing, and then I start to fall asleep, and then I realize, okay, 20 minutes is my mark. So, Emily, whatever it is that you are doing right now to bring that peace, this could be a TV show, this could be a song, this could be walking, running, going to the grocery store. I used to, okay, I'm going to come back to Emily, but I used to when I was younger, and I didn't know this was part of like the meditation process, but I used to when I was younger, when I had my first partner, hello from Minnesota, when I had my first partner and I would get really stressed because it was my first relationship and I didn't know what I was doing, I would go to the grocery store. And we had a really nice grocery store near my house, and I would go and I would just walk up and down the aisles, just slowly, not really paying attention, but looking at things and just walking. And then I would buy, like, I don't know, an apple or something and go home. But so, Emily, whatever it is that you're doing to bring in this energy to you, it's the right thing to do, especially because here's the moving forward card. So you're moving in the right direction. What this is doing is giving you power. Now, here's where I'm like, I say this with love, Emily, but why are you afraid of your own power? Does that make sense? What are you afraid of? Now, here's the energy that I'm getting for you, Emily, and correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like for the most part of your life, for the first part of your time, you have been very docile in a relationship, or you've been very docile around people, places, and things. And I feel like as you are growing and evolving, that energy and that power is growing. Not everybody's going to like it. That's fine. Your action is you're getting more power. The reaction is some people are reacting to it, and some people are enjoying it, and some people aren't. That's okay. It's not your problem how people are reacting to your positive power. That's on them. I've talked about this on the show before. I categorize people in two groups when our inner light comes up. Roaches and moths. The moths are attracted to our light and they will support us. The roaches run and hide. So, Emily, as you are growing into your spiritual strength and you're acknowledging your power, you're moving forward and your wishes will be fulfilled. So I pulled another card for you. So here's the running water. I feel like some of the things that you wanted to accomplish in your life, people pleasing things, personal and professional, connecting your body, mind, and spirit. Sorry. I love starting my morning with you, everyone on here. Oh, thank you. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're back. Hi, Michelle. Welcome back. Love having you guys here. I love starting my morning with you guys. So, Emily, what's wrong with this hair? Yes, I'm a little vain sometimes. So. So Emily, so does that make sense to you? I feel like as you are finding your true self, you are moving in the right direction, and some people are just not liking it. But that should not push you away from finding your own power. You are strong. Go for it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right. Oatmeal break. Whatever I did with my oatmeal yesterday was really good, and I don't know how to recreate it now. Sandy, I got you. Emily, you still with me? Did that make sense to you, Emily? Yes, Claudia, of course I can read for you. So the next time you hear me say oatmeal break, put your name and your number, and the first person to do it gets the next group of cards. Yes, that's how it's been. People tell me I'm not quiet anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're telling you you're not quiet anymore because you found your voice. Isn't that beautiful when you find your voice, where you're like, oh, there it was. Because, as kids, we start learning words, and we start putting sentences together, and we start putting phrases together, and we realize that we have things to say, and we think we have what we want, and we need things, and we start to say it. And then there's always some adult that's like, shh, stop talking. Like, you talk too much. You talk too much. Shh. You're meant to be seen, not heard. And we believe that. We so believe that we don't have a place in life, that we're not meant to have opinions and thoughts and feelings and emotions, and they're all bottled up. And then all of a sudden, one day you're sad and feel lonely and feel alone, and you start going through that closet of memories and thoughts, and it's where we put all the old dreams and all the old goals that we never got to. And then right behind that box is our voice, because we put it there so long ago because somebody told us that we couldn't use our voice. And then we find it behind the dreams and the goals, and you find your voice and you're like, oh my God, there's my voice. There's everything I've always thought. And then everything starts making sense. I just got chills. Everything starts making sense, and you're like, this is why I feel this way, because of this experience when I was 5. This is why I think this way, because of this experience when I was 12. And then your voice goes, yes, yes, and you never got to say anything because people didn't listen to you. And now that you're older and nobody can stop you from talking, and we have social media to record our thoughts, we put our voice back in our throat chakra, and we're like, I have something to say. And people stop, and all of a sudden the people that for so long told us, shh, you can't, are surprised, and they're like, oh my gosh, you have a voice. Oh crap, now you're going to start saying everything you feel. I don't want to be around for this. But then there are people that are like, I have been waiting. So Emily, I say this with love, I have been waiting for you to use your voice to find that power within you and start creating the path that you want for you. So Emily, use that voice. Don't put it back. Don't put it back in that closet. It doesn't belong there. Keep it in your throat chakra. Bring in that blue light into your throat, and allow it. Allow yourself to express yourself. Keep writing. Keep journaling. Keep creating those words that put together the words that create the sentences, that create the paragraphs, that express how you feel. Because there's another little Emily out there somewhere that has her voice hidden in the back of the closet, and when she hears what you have to say, she's going to go looking for her own voice. So good for you. Keep going. Exactly. I feel like I have a voice now, and I love it. Yes. Yes. I am woman, hear me roar. Anyway, yeah. I like having my little glee moments. I hope you guys enjoy them, because I love my glee moments. Okay, let's go to Sandy. Sandy, are you still with me? I'll be darned. Sandy, are you there? Sandy? Mr. Garza calling Sandy. Mr. Garza calling. Awesome. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat that 2 cards jumped out for you. So you have 5 cards coming up for you. Sweet. So there's some things getting in the way right now. There are a couple of little, oh my God, I really do need a manicure. There's some obstacles. There are some challenges coming up for you. There's some things that are kind of standing in your way. Don't panic. They're not there to hurt you. They're not really there to affect you in a negative way. They're there to assist you in this change that you're coming. I say this because here's your transformation card. So some of the obstacles, some of the challenges, some of the things that are like, why? They're just there to teach you a lesson. So don't avoid it. Don't not get involved to not go through the situation. Get involved. How does the song go? If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. Anyway, if you don't stop, the devil's gonna something. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I forget the lyrics of the song now. I wasn't expecting to sing that song, but if you're going through hell right now, keep on going. Don't stop. You know, the devil might not even know that you're there, and you might just get through this unscathed. But you need to go through that. It's part of your transformation. You love that song? You know that song? I love that song. It's on my playlist. Especially because your heart chakra is opening up. So all the feelings and emotions for everybody, the heart chakra, I always say it here, right? But the heart chakra, right here in the middle, right here. So right now, Sandy and everybody else watching, if you have a moment, do this with me. Take your right hand. We're going to put it on our hearts. Take a deep breath. You can close your eyes or open your eyes. It doesn't matter. Take your left hand, put it over your right hand. Take a deep breath. And then I want you to just repeat, and you can use these words. Go back to YouTube later and check them out. Like, I open my heart to receive the information that will benefit me. I open my heart to listen to the truth. I open my heart to have a clear perception of the world. This is where we receive information. This is where everything comes in first here. This is like the intake office of our chakras. Everything comes to our heart first, and then we process it. Now, here's where the problem, and this is, I'm going to go to Sandy. Here is where some of the situation may be, is that because your heart chakra is opening, and hi, could you give me some clarity? I'll give you some clarity, of course I can. When you hear me say oatmeal break, first person to put in their name and number gets read. I thank you for changing my life with all your advice. It honestly made me a new woman. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. That is sweet. But I honestly, all I did was shine a light on it. It was already there. The changes, that person you wanted to be, that person you are, it's always been there. I'm just nosy. I just come around and go, hello, it's right there. No, not behind that box, behind the other box. Look behind the other box, right there. That's where it is. So that's all I'm really doing. I'm being nosy. I'm coming into your lives and just pointing out where things are. Because that's what somebody did to me at one point. They just came into my life and said, hey, you have power, you have voice. you have a good life, you have good thoughts. They're all in there. Let me just move some stuff around and find it. So this is what I'm doing for you folks. I hope I'm doing a good job at it, because you come and take your time to sit with me for an hour every morning. So I hope I'm doing a good job at helping you. But I'm not here to give you hope. I'm not here to give you faith. I'm not here to show you the way. All I'm doing is showing. Yes, I'm just here to show you where the things are. Call me a spiritual dehoarder. Sound good? Okay, so we're going to go back to Sandy really quick. So Sandy, yeah, it's just because your heart chakra is opening up. So it's allowing you to have this transformation, but it's also allowing you to open up to people's points of view. You know, people have thoughts, people have opinions about us, people have suggestions and advice, and it's just opening you up. So just be aware that some of the things that people are telling you may not be negative. It's just your perception on how they're telling you things. Now, these two cards jumped out. Haha, see? These two cards were jumping out when I was shuffling. So first of all, the universe is right there with you. So if you think that you're alone in this journey, no. The universe is like, just because you don't see me doesn't mean I'm not watching. A spiritual electrician. I like that. I will take that. Spiritual electrician. I will take that. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Nacho. Hi, Nacho. Nacho, I believe I already sent you the email. If not, I'm going to send you the email so we can book you. If you guys are not following Nacho, you should follow him. Do you still have your podcast? Are you still doing your podcast? But he has a really funny page, so go check him out, Mr. Nacho. What do my guides have to tell me, please? Well, why don't you play along with us? So here's the other card for Sandy. Sandy, new beginnings. So technically, Sandy, yes, every Wednesday. Oh, that's right, because we're at the same time. We're both on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's why I haven't watched it. But please let us know where we can find you. Are you on YouTube too? Put your YouTube page on here, and I will upload it on my page. But yes, he does his live show on Wednesday nights at the same time that we do the Christian and Daniel show. So if you missed it last night, by the way, it was hilarious. Missy, that nurse Missy, if you're not following her, follow her. That nurse Missy was on the show last night as our guest co-host. Hilarious. We had a great time on the show. Okay, so Sandy, there are some challenges coming up for you. It's only because you're going to the transformation and your heart chakra is opening up. But the universe is standing right there watching you as you start these new beginnings. So it's a beautiful journey. And for those of you on the show, this is, I really do feel that this is one of the reasons that my life has improved over the last several years. It's the knowledge that, and I say this almost every episode. Every action I take is going to have a reaction. Always. I act, I react. And we were just talking to Emily about this. Her action is causing a reaction. Some of it is positive, some of it is negative. And as long as you stay in the middle of it, I feel like, hi, I'm right in the middle. As long as you stay in the middle of it and recognize that. And it's not being negative when people tell you, oh my God, you're being so negative. You're being so pessimistic. No. I'm being realistic. That if there's an action to be had, there will be a positive and a negative reaction. Always. And so long as not expected, as long as you are realistic about the fact, don't call it in. Oh my God, the bad things are going to happen. Oh my God. No. You just go into it. And I was having a chat with a really good friend of mine. He's also, he's one of my best friends. So we were having a conversation yesterday morning, and one of the things I learned him, love your shirt. Thank you. Wilburn, Sage, and Bridges if I need to. Yeah. Thank you for validating. Yeah, if I walk into a situation, and I learned this from him. We worked together on an event several years ago, and I was always very not micromanaging, but I was on it. I was like, I'm watching everything, and he was so laid back. And I remember the first time I met him and we were put to work together, I was like, I can't stand this guy. He is so relaxed, he's not paying attention. But he's the one that taught me. Stop looking for negative things to happen. Stop looking for them. But sit back and know know that something might go wrong. And the reason this happened is because we were working an event and we had these tablets and people had to walk around and fill out surveys with promotions. And tablets will fail, people won't show up, people won't do their job sometimes. It's just part of the deal. But I was always like, no, I need to be on it so it doesn't happen. And then it would happen. I'd be like, oh my God, it happened. And he would sit back. When you think about bad things, when you say positive things happen. Yeah. And but he taught me to be right there in the middle. It's like, hey, some people are not going to show up to work. Let's have a backup list. Some of the tablets are going to malfunction or the battery's going to die. Well, let's have some more prepared. Let's have some ready to go if that happens. Only thing negative for 70 seconds and change it. Yeah, definitely. So, some people were not going to be doing their job. So you move them around. You have them do another job. And that's how I learned. So 7 years later, my way of thinking has changed. Like, I know that there is a possibility that something could go wrong with something that some strategy I have. I don't like the word planning because it never goes well, but the strategy that I have to fulfill something along the lines may not go the way that I strategized it, and I need to be ready to change it. And if I'm ready, if I'm like, hey, just throwing this out there, if I'm coming out per se, I'm coming out and I know that not everyone in my family is okay with being a taco lover. Yes, folks, I'm a taco lover and I confess it. So if I'm coming out as a taco lover and I know that my family is mostly hamburgers and I show up one day with tacos and they're like, what the hell, why are you bringing them tacos into our house? Because all of a sudden my family's Southern. And I have to be mentally prepared. I have to be mentally prepared to know that not everybody is going to like the actions that I take. Not everybody's going to be ready. Not everybody's going to accept it. And they don't have to. It's not their job to accept everything that I do in my life. It is my job to accept everything I do in my life. That's my job. I don't even have to tell them. I could just eat my tacos in my truck and whatever. But just to say that if you walk into an action fully aware that there's going to be a reaction and that reaction is going to have a positive and a negative, and you stay in the middle of it, you're going to be okay. You won't be disappointed. Your expectations won't be like messed up. You're not going to run through the house like, oh, the sky is falling, because you're like, hey, I was prepared. I knew body, mind, and spirit that not everything was going to go my way. And I'm good with that because I'm walking in the right direction. My heart is open and I'm walking in the right direction. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Sandy, I know we went way off of what you were maybe wanted to hear. But Sandy, did that make sense to you? I hope that made sense to you. I know I went way off. I'm like over there talking. Anyway, hope that made sense. Oatmeal break. Yesterday I didn't even finish my oatmeal. Remember, I just need your name and a number from 1 to 9, and the first person to come up goes next. It's really a lottery, but I suggest, I really do suggest. Querida. Oh, welcome back. Hola, Willie. No me has sanado bien la herida. Jessica 7. There you go, Jessica. That's how we play here. Again, I appreciate you folks spending some time with me. I know there's a lot of other TikTokers that you could be watching, but you choose to spend some time with me. I appreciate it. If you missed anything I say, or if you want to go back and listen to it, this will be on YouTube later. So make sure you go to my YouTube page. Links in the bio. And subscribe if you can. I appreciate it. And you can watch this over again. So, all right. So Jessica 7. Nice photo. It's a nice photo. Nice hair. Yeah, if you miss anything I say, if you want to look at the cards again, go to my YouTube page, subscribe while you're there, and you can rewatch this and any other videos. Like you can watch yesterday's videos. There's always some messages. I feel like Spirit just comes in and goes, okay, Daniel, this is the message for today. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about till I get here. So you guys really dictate. Your cards dictate what I'm going to talk about. And 7, I like number 7. Huh. Interesting. All right. What did you say earlier? Didn't you write a message, Jessica? Just need some guidance. Excellent. Well, we're going to give you some guidance if we can here. I don't know where the southern thing is coming from right now. Like all of a sudden I feel like I'm Texan again. Just welcome to my house, everybody. I know where that's coming from. Is anybody from Texas? Anybody there from Texas? Anybody of you over in Texas? I'm a Texas boy, so maybe that's my Texas. Maybe it's time to wear my boots. It's too hard to wear my boots, but I'll wait. I'll wait till it gets cooler. Okay. Idolatry and witchcraft. Those who live in this will not inherit. Oh, well, you make sure you keep that property there good for us. Just feeling stuck, relationships, and distance not motivated. Good morning, Miss Piper. Just feeling stuck. I can't read it. Just feeling stuck, relationships. Well, this is going to make sense to you then. First of all, here's your conflict. You're feeling defeated at the moment. Feel like your energy is just kind of like, and this is kind of what you're saying, feeling stuck. Here's the defeat card. So I'm kind of going to validate what you were just saying. Now, for everybody watching, I pulled these cards before she said that, so just to let you know. So here's the conflict and defeat. It's just, why am I doing this? Why am I continuing to move forward? Why? Hold on, let me block this guy, because TikTok preacher, he looks cute, but whatever. But there is harmony. There is some balance. There is some harmony that's there is some harmony coming in there for you. There's something that's aligned. Okay. So I'm gonna jump to the last card. I'll come back to the harmony card in just a second. But here's the trapped in fear card. So today's theme seems to be expression. We seem to be talking about expressing yourself and allowing yourself to be, but expecting the best in the worst. So, although there is harmony in your middle card, there is harmony in your present. You're surrounded by conflict and fear. Are there things that you are wanting to express that you're just not? It's not going to go completely your way. And I say this with love. It's not going to go completely your way. So the feelings and emotions that you have inside of you need to be expressed. So I am not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. We have a good relationship, just struggling with the distance at this time. So you're okay. Well, then you need to talk about that. Are you talking about that? Hold on a second. So here's the patience card. Just be patient. Are things not moving at the speed that you want to? Are things not progressing the way you want to? Now, it's going to sound a little harsh, but is it not moving in a positive direction? Or is it just not moving the way you want it to? Two different things. Does that make sense? Because one thing is, okay, things are not good. Like, one thing is to say, well, this relationship is just bad. Like, a relationship, and I don't think it's bad because here's the harmony energy. So one thing is to say, the relationship is just bad. I just don't know how to get out of it. Well, that's one thing. That's one point. The other point is, things are not going the way that I expect them to go. So I think that it's a bad relationship. I think things are does that make sense? And you just said you have a great relationship. So I'm not saying that you have a bad relationship. But does that make sense? Like, are they not moving in a positive direction? Are they not moving forward? Let me correct that. Erase positive direction. Are they not moving forward? Because moving the dial forward in a relationship doesn't always mean that it's smooth sailing. Like, I'll put Christian and I. If you guys were not here Monday, Christian jumped on screen for a little bit, but we have not always moved the dial forward and felt comfortable. We moved the dial forward, and there were moments where we were like, where's this going? And we had to get through those things. We had to be patient and wait it out a little bit, and then we came out on the other end going, oh, okay, we see the lesson. There was a lesson there. We kind of didn't want to listen to the lesson. Now, I feel like it's more relationship. Okay,